everything is for the sake of the relationship and the bond and the unit that you're building. So
Yeah.
you have to put your ego aside. And for me, you know, I tend to say a lot like, I will do whatever it takes. I love you. Whatever you need, this and that. Like, I will listen. But then it's like, okay, now you actually
I'll go
gotta
off.
listen and,
I've
you know,
heard
do it. It's
that, but
like,
go off. Do
yeah,
it.
it's
Yeah, yeah,
not just say it, but actually like do it and
yeah.
understand that like you know, when you're wrong, you're wrong. And when you didn't deliver on something you said you're gonna deliver on, like there's consequences and like what are you gonna do about that? Otherwise,
Totally.
we don't need to be here, you
It
know?
reminds
And
me of,
again, like we
yeah.
don't need to be here is a very, very, very important thing. Like me and
Wow.
my girlfriend, we joke a lot about like when you see like a couple arguing in public or whatever, and
Hmm.
you're like, they both could just like walk away. They
Peace
could go.
out. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, how could you get to that point and want to continue being there? And obviously, there's, you know, every relationship is different. Sometimes it's abuse, sometimes it's toxic, it's whatever.
Exactly.
But like,
Yeah.
but I think at the end of the day, it's like really being aware of like, what do I want? What do I deserve? What do I need? And I think being in my 30s, especially, it's like, man, nobody has to, you should not be dealing or doing anything you don't actually want to have in your
Right.
life. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to be there. There
People
are
don't
a
have
bunch of,
that understanding of like freedom in their life,
mhm,
like so inherently, you know what I
yeah,
mean? It is
yeah.
something that you have to like work towards. But what you're saying reminds me a lot of like something my therapist brought up recently that I was like,
Hmm.
okay, she kind of snapped with that.
Yeah.
Where, well, first of all, just like the idea of like, you know, when you're in an argument or whatever with someone, like there exists so many truths. You know, I
Yeah.
really do believe that that is true. I think there are some truths that are like racist. You know, it's like this is
Hmm.
true and racist. You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there are truths. You know, where yeah, your reality might be slightly different than my reality when it comes to this one
Hmm.
situation. But my therapist said something recently where I was talking about why this or why that, or I think I was literally I have been talking about why pedophilia. I am sort of
Hmm.
like on an abolitionist curiosity tip. I'm like, I do know, and I'm not saying, why am I even getting into this? I'm not saying that I don't think those people like should go to jail or whatever. I'm just like,
Hmm.
jail's not going to solve pedophilia. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, they put Trump in jail. Congratulations, we're in a fascist state, and Trump is in jail. It's fine. You
Hmm.
know, like let's be real.
Hmm.
Let's be real. But I am like, why? Where does it come from? Why does it come from? Where I think there's abuse, but also where's the original sin?
Hmm.
Whatever, blah blah blah. We're talking about the
Hmm.
ideas of why, and like I'm constantly thinking about when it comes to myself, like why am I acting this way? Why did I say that this way or that
Hmm.
way? And like, very critical about it.
Yeah.
But she was like, you know, a lot of people get hung up on the why when they really should be considering the what. And it's like, okay, so
Hmm.
what is going on here? And
Yeah.
what do you need to do to
Yeah.
change it? And usually
Yeah.
through working through the what, you find out the why, you know? And I've been
Yeah.
thinking about that, where it's like, okay, we're having a miscommunication. What can we do to solve it?
Hmm.
When we figure that
Hmm.
out, then you'll probably get some other answers, you know?
Hmm.
I've been thinking about
Hmm.
that so much, and it's also just like it's an action word. Why is a little bit of a wondering word? Oh, what
Yeah,
is like
yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
action word? You
Yeah.
know?
What are we gonna do? What do we want? What? Because yeah, I feel like I'm a very like solution oriented person. Like when there's a problem or anything, I'm like, okay, what's the solution? Like let's just move through it. But then, but I feel like for a long time it was coming at it from just like I guess like a robotic way of like it's like
Mm,
okay, here's the problem, let's fix it. Da, 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 but not
right.
going through the how did we get here. It's more so just like okay, what's the problem and what is gonna fix it, but not like yeah, the how is important because the how gets to the why. Like it's like okay, well here's the problem, here's how it ended up happening, here's why I feel this way, and
Yeah.
now this is what we're gonna do about it. Like it can't just be
Well,
problem fixed.
and it's like it's that way in relationships and in
Mhm.
politics. And you know, it's
Exactly.
like the exact
Exactly.
same thing. And this is why, God damn it, we're changing the world every day with one podcast at a time.
I mean, when you said at the beginning, like love is politics, like just when you were breaking it all down, I was like, No, that's very that's actually no, that's great. And
It's
I
kind
think
of
it
how
is
I'm
something
bridging the
that
gap. It's
yeah,
like I've had this podcast since 2017, and it was definitely
mhm,
about crushes and how I didn't
yeah,
have a boyfriend and I wanted a
yeah,
boyfriend. And it was that for a really long time. And then I wanted to abolish the police. And then I said, how do I have the podcast and do the same thing? And then I was like, wait, it
yeah.
because I really like the thesis is I'm like, okay, for to get people to understand abolition and a different understanding of safety and justice, it is the relationships. That is actually
I
it.
mean, crushes
So
are the best are so key because it's like I sorry, if you were gonna say
no,
something,
no.
okay. I've been saying lately, I don't understand. I think I don't understand adults with heroes. Like, I don't think you can be an adult and have a hero because that's basically a crush.
Mhm.
And a crush
Yeah,
is when you have a crush, you're not seeing someone, you're not seeing clearly.
clearly,
You're
exactly.
blinded. You're
Yes.
just infatuated and this and that. And a lot of people have crushes on the president, on the police,
This
on
is
like
why I think at
systems,
least
on
30% of them are just
America.
gay for him. Come on, let's be real. You know,
Exactly. It's like, nah, come on,
at the
y'all
very
just
least. Yeah.
he's so cool and he's so like you want to fuck this man. Like
When you have a man's voice as your ringtone, you're gay and you have a crush. You're gay and you have a crush.
exactly. Exactly.
I
You
don't
have a
under. There's no
crush.
other solution to me.
No.
I
And
think it's
and
true.
so
Yeah.
so it's like understanding crushes is a great way to understand society because it's all yeah, we're all just it's like figuring out what you're infatuated with, what you're going goo goo gaga about
Right.
and yeah, what are you gonna yeah. So
And
no,
thank
you
you
you're
for
on
also
you're
agreeing that I'm a genius. Thank you for validating this project. We're really smart.
Yes.